Hi, I'm Tara, and in this video, I want to talk about a really common misperception that many people have about coaching. And coaches can have this misperception. People who are thinking they might want to go into coaching or to do more coaching in their work often have this misperception. And sometimes when you're a client or someone who wants to receive some coaching, you can have this misconception too. The big misconception is that people think that coaching means advising. It means answering someone's problems, their questions with your idea of what they should do, and maybe also encouraging them along the way, holding them accountable, but really giving them your perspective on what the right path is for them. And when we think about that as coaching, then people tend to feel like, I don't know if I have enough expertise to coach. I have to find a coach who had the exact same experience as me so they know what to advise me to do. We feel a lot of pressure to get answers right for our clients or for coachees in situations where we can't really know what the right answer would be, either because we don't have the domain knowledge or because we don't know what's right for that person's path or because complex real human challenges often don't have one screamingly clear right answer. So, what can we do instead that's really powerful when we're in the coaching role? And this is, to me, where the greatest potential impact and magic of coaching lies. It's also what most differentiates a coaching approach from a consultative one, or a therapeutic one, or a traditional managerial one. So, here's my definition of coaching coaching is guiding another person to their own wisdom, to their power, their sense of agency, to their sense of possibility. It's about where you guide them to within themselves. And that is a really interesting thing. What does it mean that we have these different parts within ourselves, different states we can be in, and we can actually move between them? We could move between the scared part and then move over to the wise, calm part. We could move between the controlling part and the part that is comfortable letting go. When we coach, we're guiding someone to the highest, most powerful, most wise place within themselves. Because from there, a couple things happen. Number one, they see the problem and challenge that they're having differently. So even before they do a thing, the problem looks different. Different things reveal itself about the problem. Different things are clear. And then they see new, different possibilities for how they might move forward. So when someone comes to a coaching conversation, we don't actually want to be in the stance of trying to figure out all the details of the problem and decide what we think they should do. Because our material is not the client's issue or problem. The material, the thing we're working with as a coach, is the client and their state. So, this is what it means when we say, and this is a line that you'll hear in many coaching training programs that's been around for a long time in the coaching field. There's even a book with this title that we're not coaching the issue, we're coaching the client. That's really interesting to start thinking about. What does it mean to not work on the issue, but really the thing we're working with is the client? And something I'll commonly say that often makes people sit up and go, "What? That sounds true. And what exactly does that mean?" And that resonates with me is that coaching in that sense is actually a form of energy work. It's not just a mundane conversation that takes the form of a coaching conversation. It's actually a form of energy work, by which I mean we're working on changing the state, the physiology and the nervous system state and the thinking and the sense of possibility of the client. That's what's taking its journey from point A to point B. And then the client can look at their challenge and see new possibilities and solutions. So that means when we start the conversation, we're attuning to what kind of state is this person in? What do they need to do to name or unravel or be present to the current uncomfortable or unsettled or incomplete place they're in around this issue? That's the first part of a coaching conversation. And then we're using our coach's toolkit, our questions, our coaching practices, our stance as an attentive, loving listener, the container we're creating through the session. We're using all of that. That's our very rich toolkit to help that person find that wise, calm, agentic, powerful center in themselves. And then we're helping them look back at their challenge or situation now that they're in that place. And I'll tell you, their sense of resilience, their ability to see a solution, Their ability to discern the right next step is always there for them when they connect to that place. You could call it a coaching conversation. You could call it a wisdom finding conversation. You could call it a way finding, center finding conversation. Those are really all one. We're having supportive conversations to help people connect to that most powerful place within themselves and then look again at their challenge from there. Thanks for listening.